It's now time for What's Up Asheville, sponsored by the city of Asheville, with the host, Mr. Sam Parada, and here he is.
Good afternoon, Asheville. Welcome to What's Up Asheville at WRES 100.7 FM, a radio show discussing projects and initiatives at the city of Asheville. Today I have two guests from Parks and Recreation. We have Shana Kriewall, Facility Manager, and Zach Stewart, Athletic Manager for Parks and Recreation. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. I always like to start the show by getting to know you guys a little better. So why don't you tell me, I know that you're the facility manager and athletic manager, but what does that mean? What do you do on a day-to-day basis? How do you get into this position? Just tell me whatever you want.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'll crank it up. I was a facility supervisor before moving in this position at the Stevens Lee and the Shiloh Rec Center. But now with athletics, I have the ability to oversee our adult programming, our youth programming, as well as our outreach programming, anything and everything athletics, indoor, outdoor facilities. I get a chance to be a part of all those great experiences.
Love it. Thank you. How about you, Shana?
So being a facility manager means that I oversee one of our community centers. The center that I oversee is called the Harvest House. It's in the Kenilworth neighborhood on Kenilworth Road. And most of our people would be considered seniors, 50 and over. And I've been in Parks and Recreation for pretty much my whole career. So that's how I got to Asheville, was for the job, which is a lot of fun.
Well, congratulations, and happy that you've had a very positive, lengthy experience with the city.
Yeah.
Not many people can say one single career for,
Right.
their lives. So, well, thank you so much for introducing yourselves. And, summer's here. We've had some cold front, some cold days every so often, but finally we can get a tan, we can go out and play. So why don't you tell me all the fun stuff that Parks and Recreation has planned for, the rest of the summer? Or did we just start summer, or I never know.
School's about to end, so
Yeah.
we kind of deem it as once summer camp starts and school is, commenced, then it's showtime for us. We go right into summer programming.
Perfect. So we're right on time.
Yes.
So let's begin with some athletic stuff. Zach, why don't you tell me the coolest things coming up, and then explain a little bit about what the athletics, division, or however you want to call it, does.
We do the full gamut when it comes to youth and adult programming. I can definitely speak on all of those. For the adults, I know we have our pickleball league that's cranking up. We're also doing tennis clinics, lawn bowling clinics, which will be held at Carrier Park. We're also doing 4v4 adult basketball. And also we're going to be holding our first wood bat softball tournament this year, which should be pretty cool. And then I know another one, big event that we started last year, our Midnight Basketball Series. We'll be cranking that one up in July. We also have what we just developed with our outreach programmers, the Carrier Cup, which covers cornhole tournament, can jam tournament, and spike ball. So this should be, a unique tournament to say the least, as well as a few pickleball tournaments that we have set up. So a lot of good things coming, a lot of moving parts, but I've got a great team to work with to get all these in motion.
You're taking me back to college, intramural, mini sports, spike ball is the one with the little trampoline in the middle.
That's right.
Yeah. Almost became champion of that, but.
Well, and then also let me add too, with our youth, I know we're going to be doing a golf camp as well as a basketball training clinic, football skills clinic. So there's no age group that's being left out during this time. We want to make sure that we offer as many activities as we can for our kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have a long list. So how does that work? Let's say that I want to do longbow, you said?
Bowling.
Long bowling. Let's say that I want to do that. Do I just show up, or do I need to sign up? How does the process work?
So we have a recreation program called Rec Track that we can actually get everybody registered through. we have a great team member, Max Cherry, that oversees that, and it will make sure the registration process is very simple. It's connected to our avlrec.com website. So yes, registration is important because we want the data of who's coming, how we can better serve our communities, but the registration piece is not an inhibitor at all. But yes, it's good to go on ahead and register, and we'll get you locked in.
Could I register in person? Let's say that, I don't know, my phone plan stopped working or something. I just don't have the access. You can just...
Yep, with our programs that are connected to Rec Track, you can register for our programs at one of our rec centers, or you can even come into one of our offices at the Rec Park Center. So we can definitely get you in. No
Perfect.
doubt.
So, go to Zach Stewart, just ask for him by name, tell him that Sam sent you.
That's right.
You'll know exactly what he's talking about.
We'll take care of you.
And so, it seems to me that you have so many programs. Do you have the people to, oversee, make sure that everything's going on as planned, or just how does that work?
With any hiring across the nation, it has been a little difficult this year, but thankfully, since we have such a fun position to hold, and definitely for the summertime, we've got so many unique opportunities. We have those people that always jump in and want to help. We've got an amazing team that's here just within our department. Great park maintenance bunch. I mean, just from head to toe, I feel like we're stacked appropriately, and we've got great help. We really do.
Okay, but you're taking volunteers.
Oh yes, yes we can. Definitely, I know once youth league ball starts, as far as volunteer coaches in those positions, those are gladly accepted too. But a lot of our summer programming, we have that, locked in place. We've got the right staff, so. Yeah, we're full bore. We're ready to go now.
Good. What is your favorite, activity? Because I assume you participate on this.
They do drag us in, don't they, Shana? Yeah. I mean, for me right now, the pickleball scene has definitely blown up here. It's one of our fastest growing sports. So definitely they will get you out on the court, but the networking piece is what's so nice about that, because we are now offering clinics that hit our youth ages as well as our adults and seniors. So there's no age group that's left out, and we want to make sure that all demographics, all ages have the ability to participate in what we offer.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm still very curious about this long bowing.
Yeah, you'll have to come check it out. We have a really nice, one of probably the nicest lawn bowling courts in the southeast.
Okay.
At Carrier Park.
Well, you sold me on that one. So do you have any dates for, like, you mentioned the midnight basketball. Why don't you give us some dates of things coming up? I know that we're live right now, but at some point this will become a little, obsolete time-wise.
Yeah.
But for those listening, just take your pens out, write down the dates.
Definitely our midnight basketball series, our next series game is July 15th.
July 15th.
And then we'll also be holding another one August 19th.
And that's happening at
Carrier Park.
Midnight.
Well,
I assume.
actually, it starts at 8 o'clock and will run till midnight. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Because there could be several games that have to be played, because we want a big turnout, and there's also a cash prize that's offered too. So
sounds good.
yeah.
Any other events similar to this one, or is that the only scheduled time sensitive event you have going on this summer?
No, our pickleball tournament, our summer slam that we're going to be offering is July 6th from 6 to 10 p.m. at Oakley. That's also another big one. Just as we've stated before, pickleball is growing exponentially. So that's
July
that's
6th.
Yep.
That's my birthday, so I'm sorry I'm gonna miss it out.
I understand.
But I'll be there with
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else outside of this I wanted to ask you actually, how have the athletics summer programs grown since COVID? Because I assume, there was no athletic programs back then. Have you seen a difference of growth in the past few years?
Most certainly, but I think a lot of that has to go back to my team. Maria Young, Jay Houston, Colt Miller. they've single-handedly grown all of our areas, and it makes it easy, obviously, with COVID finally subsiding a little bit. People wanting to get back out, so we knew it was our responsibility to make sure that we offered variety and make sure that things are available for every group, every demographic, everything. So I gotta give them all the kudos for that. They've made it happen. We've got the variety, we've got the best staff, we got some of the best facilities to do these things in. So yeah.
And signing up for something like this gets you out to the parks.
100%.
Gets you out just in general. So it's not just a one-time thing,
No.
It can be just the beginning of your summer activities. Find something else that you love. Meet some new people.
Most certainly. I mean, for myself, I'm a native here, and it's still kind of hard to believe that we have over 54 parks and greenways just within our department. So
every time I hear that, I'm like, you're lying to me. Yeah. There's not that many. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
So my last question for you about the athletics part of the summer program is, are there any summer lengthy programs that you can sign up your children for? For example, if they want to do the golfing program, can you sign up for just that, or can you just do a package of all the sports?
Most certainly, yeah. I mean, every one of them has a registration piece to it where we just get you registered and you can partake in those. Our basketball training runs for several weeks. Our football skills training will also run for several weeks, and that hits ages 8 through 14. So we have a lot of youth programs that that will last for several weeks because it's a league setting.
Yeah.
And then several weeks because all of our programs work on a progression. We have to find the starting point, and then we want to show improvement with each of our kids.
Right. And so those don't have a limit, so there's not really a rush to, get my child in before it's packed.
Not for our summer stuff. I mean, we start our registration windows early, just to give people ample amount of time.
Of course.
But yes, I mean, it's one of those things we do not want to leave anybody out of the picture, so that's why we can either be contacted, you can come meet us in person, or get online and register. We run a great our front staff with Lenora Jones. I know she's a great relayer for us if people have questions about parks, registration, you name it. So we have a good group that funnels questions down to make sure people aren't left out and have the appropriate knowledge they need. And that main number is 259-5800 if you're ever wanting to contact our front office.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, any last words about athletics before we move on to Shana?
I mean, it's just it's a great opportunity to be a part of. A few years ago, I didn't see myself in this position, but I couldn't be happier. Glad to be surrounded by these young men and women that love it as much as I do. And that goes across the board for our Parks and Rec department. So, yeah, let's just keep growing. Let's keep growing and serve Asheville the best that we can.
Love it. And congratulations on the new position.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
All right, Shana, are you ready to jump into your portion of today?
Yes.
All
So
right.
I'm kind of going to try to cover some of the non-athletic activities we have going on, and we have a lot, so I definitely can't cover everything. But each center, like I said, we do have a number of community centers, and each center has their own activities going on this summer. But I'm going to hit a few for you. Starting this Sunday, the 11th of June, we are having a foam party. Have you been to a foam party?
I went to a foam event.
So this is an outdoor in the park foam party at Kenilworth Park.
Cool.
From 1 to 3. Mm-hmm. Everybody's invited. It's free. And it's hilarious. I love going to these and taking pictures of the kids just covered.
So it's just like a bunch of foam machines, just throwing foam in the air?
Yeah, we have actually we contract out with Professor Whiz Pop.
Wow.
And that's one of his highlights that he does is brings out his machines and just gets this huge pile of foam that you kind of run through and you throw around and you play in.
I mean, there's music around, or
Oh, yeah. There's
okay.
music.
So the whole thing. Ooh, I might just have to show up.
You might have to. If you haven't done these, it's a blast.
And will Dr. Wispop,
Yeah.
will he be there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If he's as fun as his name, then.
Yeah, right.
What else have you got for me?
Well, I mean, it doesn't stop. I mean, on the
keep
next
going.
day, June 12th, Monday, we're going to have what we call a water day at Recreation Park. And so we're going to have a giant water slide out and water games and from 10 to 2. Again, that's free. Anybody's welcome to come and participate.
I might just take my lunch break and go do that.
Yes.
Are adults welcome to jump
Yes,
in the...
they are.
Oh my God.
They are.
Shana.
Yeah.
You're
so-
getting me ready for the summer.
Yeah, oh yeah. We have a lot of other special events going on for families, and one of them is our community skate nights at Carrier Park. So they get the DJ out, and we have the area, the hockey area we use just for skating and have a whole skate party, and that's once a month, June, July, and August. Also, we have the movies in the park downtown once a month, free to the families.
Do you know what they're playing?
Oh, I know that June 9th, which is this week that we're talking, is Kriewall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't bring your dogs then.
Huh?
Don't bring your dogs.
No. No, your dogs might not enjoy that one. But no. Okay. Okay. But, while we're talking about dogs, I do have something. Burton Street Center is having a yappy hour. That's June 24th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's also free. So bring your dog down for a yappy hour party.
And it's just a bunch of dogs just hanging out in the park.
It's over at Burton, yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
special
good.
activities for dogs and their families.
Nice.
Yes.
We have 2 little guys, so
Oh.
definitely.
There we go. June 24th.
Bring them.
Yes.
Bring them.
Okay. Let's see. Now for your little ones, we've got toddler water days at Tempe Avery Montford. They have special days for that. And our annual event, if you haven't been there again, you don't have to have a kid to enjoy this, is our Tiny Tykes Triathlon.
I keep hearing about the tiny tyke.
Yes. Now that's all the way in August 6th.
Okay.
That's at Pack Square Park.
Is there an age range for the little kids?
It's preschool, correct? Correct.
Just preschool.
Yeah. So a lot of them will have those. What are the bikes called that don't have wheels?
The Strider bikes.
Strider bikes.
Yes. Yes. we
And
got
they're
plenty.
Strider bike around, and then they do a short run, and then of course they put their water activity for the triathlon is going through the water fountain.
The Splashville.
The Splashville
Splash-
downtown.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Yes.
So
A true athletic
I
event.
imagine this can be a pretty chaotic event. All the little kids running around.
No, not really. It's just
We have
it's just
different
a lot of
opinions.
fun.
It's well orchestrated. We've got
okay.
an amazing team that oversees that.
Good, good,
Miss
good,
Christine
good.
is top notch when it comes to running that program.
Safety first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's well staffed, so don't worry.
All right. Anything else?
Oh yeah. We have for the teenagers, we have a Shiloh Young Men's Group going on this summer, and let's see, we have what we call glow nights at Montford as well. So we have a climbing wall. That's our only community center. It's called Tempe Avery Montford that has a climbing wall.
Yep.
And I don't know if you know this, but we have special things put in on the climbing wall, the holds that actually glow that glow with the black light. So we have special glow nights where you can climb and do the glow, and we have black lights, and you can do
that's fun.
other activities as well. We have played glow in the dark dodgeball as well.
Oh wow!
Because we get the balls that
I've been hit in the face by those before, so I can only imagine having. I mean, I feel like getting hit in the face by a neon ball must be more fun than getting hit in the face with a plain red ball.
Yeah, we're a safe department. We don't play with that. Like, remember the movie dodgeball where they have the big red things? We don't play with those. We play with these soft balls that are called gator balls. So it's you're not going to come out with any major injuries.
Glasses flew out. And I was like, dodgeball's not for me.
I'm sorry.
Or maybe it is for everybody else who shows up to this glow in the dark.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So if I could, I work at Harvest House, which is a community center, and that I already told you that, didn't I? And at our centers, we do a lot of game playing. So, like examples of some of the games we have at our center and other centers are Pinochle.
What is that?
It's a card game. Yes, it's a group game, kind of like bridge. You know what bridge is? Where you have partners, and you switch partners and play more games.
Cool.
And bridge is also something we have. Canasta, cribbage, and we have special cribbage nights as well. Mexican train dominoes, mahjong.
That game.
Yeah, do you like Mexican train?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we have 2 billiards rooms at our community center, one at Harvest House and one at Grove Street, which is downtown.
And so these like canasta games, for example, is that like canasta night or like canasta hour, or can you show up and play whatever game you want?
So we play a weekly canasta. And so, you would call us and get on into the group, because these are group games where you need a partner. We get you in so ahead of time if you can. Of course, you can show up and check it out though and meet everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other stuff we got going on for adults are Tai Chi. Tai Chi Fan. We have a lot of exercise classes. There's snorkeling in the river.
Okay.
Line dancing, tap dancing, salsa dancing, and let's see, am I missing any dance classes, Mr. Zach?
We got our Zumba Gold.
Oh, Zumba, yep.
Zumba rolling in there.
Zumba, that's the whole exercise / dancing. Yes, I like that. In the end, over at Harvest House, we have we have 2 clay programs with an instructor, and we have
so you can make like your own bases and stuff,
like hand building with clay. And we have a kiln, and Grove Street also has
it's
a
so
kiln.
much fun to do that.
Yes, we have painting classes. So we have 2 of them right now. One of them's more what we call messy painting. It's more what's the word? It's more abstract. Thank you. That's the word. And then we have another one that's more doing like landscapes and people.
Is this the one where like you have someone painting and everyone else like follows along?
No.
Okay. So you just show up and like.
Right. You can do your own thing, but we have instructors there to help guide you on technique.
Cool.
Yeah, and answer any questions you have. Let's see. We also have a wood shop.
That's pretty cool.
Now, how many rec centers do you find with wood shop? And Harvest House also has a weaving studio with full looms in it and weaving classes.
Wow. Yeah. Very cool. So you're packed as well.
Yes. Yeah. We're very, very busy and a lot of fun, and a lot of course, all this is social as well.
Yeah, and these are also, you recommend signing up or registering before you show up to do them? So
it does depend on the activity. So like if we're talking about movies in the park, it's a show up or the foam party.
Yeah.
If we're talking about something that's more organized, like we were talking about canasta or pinochle, where you do need a partner, you want to talk to us, just give us a call and we'll set you up.
And what's the phone number for that? Do you know it off the top of your head?
So the main number, if you want any questions asked for the whole department, because we've been telling you about a lot, is the 828-259-5800.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, and if you want, if you're not a phone call and you want to send an email, it's parks@asheville.nc.gov.
And someone will just pick up, email you back, answer your questions, get you set up.
Right.
I did want to ask, you mentioned that real quick before I think the glow-in-the-dark rock wall, but you said something about you, like, teenagers. What exactly is that?
So the specific one I was talking about is over at Shiloh Community Center, and they have I'm just going to get my details here. They have a young men's group that meets once a month. They're 12 to 16-year-olds.
Okay.
And they meet 6 to 7 p.m. June 14th, July 12th, and August 9th. And you would contact the Linwood Shiloh Center for more information. Did you have anything?
I mean,
yeah, what do they do when they meet?
I had the privilege of being able to run that program for a year and a half, and I think this is what just separates coming and doing an activity, because with the networking piece, this gives us a chance to mold the youth and our future.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see these young boys grow up to be young men. We have a lot of kids that come back that we have now working in our summer camps. So that's been the coolest surprise, even when we started training this week to come back, and some of my former kids are walking in and we've hired them. So what better cycle that is. But yes, with that program, whether it's, just proper etiquette for things, we try to go over all those things to just get them better prepared for the future.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I think that's one of the reasons why I think parks is such a really cool department, and it's very much needed. Because, you might think of parks as, they just set up parks and keep them up, but
Yeah.
Events like this is what really makes it shine. And show up to your events in the summer, meet new friends, have fun with your family, or just go here and make connections that will help you, set
100%.
up find a new job, set up your career.
Like, I'm sure Shana can attest to this. Both of us will get those references where people use us to get, further employment. There's nothing greater than, that they remembered us, and then also, wanted our blessing for them to, carry on. So it's a great experience. We have just a great team from top to bottom to help all these things run, and I think our leadership has got a great stance with just providing as much programming as possible, but also quality programming. There's a difference, so we're
Absolutely.
we're on that wavelength. So.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for that. Any last words? We're running out of time, but if you want to have any final words about this summer, future events, and Parks is doing programs year long, so it's not just summertime. So yeah, if you want to say anything else before we go about the future or about this upcoming summer.
I think from the athletic standpoint, it's always good to hear from our participants. If there's things that we can correct, if there's things that they want to see become available, it's important for us to have that exchange, because without them, we essentially can't operate. So we want to provide what the community wants, what better fits for Asheville. Like those are all important pieces. So we want that community engagement. Just keep that coming.
Thank you for that. Very, very, very important piece of government work that a lot of people just overlook sometimes. And yeah, we can't do this without any of the help from any of our listeners out there. So
It's important.
And we do offer programs, like you said, year round, and because there's so many programs, each about every 3 months we come out with a program guide, and that will be in hand, like printed, but it also be online, where you can see all the programs that we offer.
And we can find that on the same website, or
yes.
The avlrec.com is the exact web address.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show
Yeah.
today.
Sam, thanks so
I really
much.
appreciate it.
Yeah,
you.
thanks for having us.
Yeah, anytime. Well, not anytime because I got to interview other people, but
You got to come see us.
Well,
though.
exactly.
Well, we'll see you at the phone party.
Phone party.
Yeah.
I really think I will. I
Okay.
really think I will. But yeah, that's all the time we have for today for What's Up Asheville here at WRES 100.7 FM. Just keep an eye out for your summer programs, and I'll see you next time right here. Be good to each other, Asheville.
You've been listening to What's Up Asheville, sponsored by the City of Asheville in collaboration with WRS 100.7 FM. This program will re-air every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:30. Thank you for